It is finally time to redesign my favorite fairy, Musa. Hi, my name is Margarita. I work as a concept artist for kids cartoons where I design all sorts of stuff, including characters, props, environments, and other things. This is part 5 of the Winx Redesign series, and if you have not seen previous parts, welcome! You can find this playlist on my YouTube channel where I added all of the Winx Redesign videos for your convenience. Our goal for this series is not to create a completely new look, but rather find a good mix of the original 2000s and the new 2025 designs. And of course add my own touch to it. As I mentioned in the beginning, Musa has been my favorite character ever since I was little. She always captivated me with her attitude and dance moves. As it comes to the reboot, I can't really comment on her personality there because I haven't really seen the series, but I do think her design is adorable. She looks super cute with her little braids. Something I was not a huge fan of in the fairy outfit is the way pinker overall color palette compared to the original. My guess as to why they chose to do that is because they want the show to look a little more girly and the red could read a little too aggressive for the kids. I'm also not a really huge fan of the new Winx, but the note idea is pretty cool and I'll definitely be reusing it. So grab yourself a yummy snack and something warm to drink and let's get started! As always, I sketched the character base ahead of time and I start with the hair. For all the options, I decided to keep the straight bangs as I think it is just not Season 1 Musa anymore without her bangs. And for the first option, I give her long pigtails. It's a later season hairstyle, but I just love it so much I had to draw it. Instead of her headphones, I give her little earrings just for a nice pop of color there. Her outfit is mainly inspired by Season 1, a mini skirt with a crop top, but I add a few extra cutouts just to give a hint of the reboot. In this option, I decided to make her boots quite chunky and I give them straps in 2 places just like the reboot. I'm not adding the laces to any of the boots, as I don't feel like that is very fairy anymore. In my opinion, when you add laces to the boots, you take out the magic out of them. I add a few crisscross ribbons on her arm. I really like the loose ribbon tails on the 2D design, but unfortunately we cannot do that in 3D as that would require extra rigging. Well, we can. It just would cost extra. And usually for a series, you would try to avoid making riggers' life difficult. She gets her original wings with some extra details and we move to option 2. For the second option, I give Musa headphones and 2 long braids. Here are a few ways how you can draw cartoony braids. Start by drawing 3 equally spaced lines. These will be our guides. For the first way, draw an angled leaf between lines 2 and 3 and repeat it down. Then draw a curved line between the first and second lines. This curved line should end up in the middle of the leaf shape. And repeat down. For the second look, draw slightly rounded diamond shapes which are overlapping. Then add flipped Y shapes in the middle and repeat down. For the third look, draw zigzag lines on the first and third guidelines, leaving a little bit of space by the second guide. Add Y shapes and it's done! I used a variation of the first braid on the Flores design and a very simplified third braid on Blooms. I chose to use a second braid look for Musa. I just followed the guidelines I drew earlier and make sure to draw the braid smaller as I approach the end of the braid. I know Musa doesn't really have gloves, but all the previous fairies have them, so I decided to give her very short gloves. This outfit has a high neck top, which is not typical for this character, but I thought it could be a fun idea to explore. And I give her shorts. I completed the look with some stripe elements and then added her platform boots. Her wings are a simple butterfly shape with some note details. I took that idea from the reboot and I think it looks nice and very magical. Option 3 gets the most iconic short pigtails and a few short side pieces. I give her a thin choker as well as some gloves, and this time I decided to give her skirt 2 slits with some shorts underneath, as well as a top with a diagonal middle section element. I give her thigh-high boots with platforms and a few designs on them. This time, her wings were kind of inspired by piano keys, but rounded off, and I also added music notes to them. Now let's color the options. For the first option, I decided to color her hair with the original dark blue. Did you know that this is just a cartoony way of drawing black hair? Usually we want to avoid pure black colors in children's cartoons, so you might see shades of blue, brown, or even green sometimes instead. For the outfit color palette, I went with the reboot way and used pink colors. I can't say I'm a big fan of these pinks on Musa. I feel like it takes away from her bold personality, but I do really like the addition of purple to her. I think it suits her really well. I color her wings blue with some purple accents and make the notes bright pink. In the second option, I use a gradient for her hair, dark blue at the top and bright reboots blue towards the ends. This time I use original reds on her outfit with some pink transparent elements. I give her purple shorts and purple elements on the boots, as well as some lighter red stripes on the outfit to give it some more visual interest. This time I color her wings in purple and pink hues. The last option gets Reboot's hair color, which is this light bright blue, but I still use primarily bright reds for the outfit. I give her magenta shorts and a lot of purple elements in her outfit. Her boots this time are gradient of bright red to dark red. I color some decorative elements in pink, as well as bring that color into the dress. This time, I don't give her transparent midsection just to try something new. Her wings are primarily blue with some pink elements here and there. Now let's do some mix and matching. For the hair color, I think I'm not a huge fan of the lighter purple that they used in the reboot, so I think we should totally keep the dark color. And then for the hairstyle, I am choosing between the long pigtails or the long braids. Braids would be an amazing choice to give a hint of the reboot but keep the original, but the pigtails are just so dang cute. I think I would keep the braids for now. Let's see how we feel about that. I do like these side pieces on her hair. So let's add them back in here. Oh yeah, that looks lovely. For the outfit, I am leaning towards the second option, I think. I definitely like the red color palette overall. It just feels more Musa to me than the pinkish colors. I'm not sure I'm feeling the shorts, to be honest. So maybe we can remove the slit and do this instead. And I kind of like this direction of the stripe just because it looks like the reboot's dress. I feel like it works a little better. I do want to add another color. I didn't add any extra color into her hair this time, though maybe this option would look cute with some pink stripes. Maybe I could add some stripes over here, or I could add that light blue from the reboot into the hair, or maybe even brighter. Yeah, like a purple. I feel like that would look cute. Now I do want a second color into her dress. We can use the purple that I had on the boots. Have this color, but it kind of splits her body in a weird way. What if we add pink over here? Oh, I think this could be a really cute addition. Should I make the purple a little brighter? I'm still missing it in the outfit. I feel like it's really needed, but it looks so busy. Oh, this pink looks good. I think I want her face to be framed by a darker red color over here. So maybe the stripes could be just brought down a tiny bit. And now these stripes are not flowing well, so perhaps they could go like this. Yeah, I think this looks good. Now the boots. Let's see what the A option looks like here. I don't know, but bigger boots for Musa look kind of appropriate. I really like how massive they look over here. Maybe they could have a dark gradient like option C. I do want these asymmetrical gloves. I think they look pretty cute. For Winx, I definitely want to keep option A. I do think it's a perfect blend of reboot and the original Musa design. And this is what option B looks like now with all the changes. Now I just need to clean it all up and we're ready to render. Now I just start cleaning up my drawing, adding finer details like iris, adding some dimension to the face with highlights, making eyeshadow glowy and her lipstick shiny. I add some more definition to the hair by adding some loose strands and just cleaning up the shape overall. I clean up the lines that look overly messy and define some elements that need definition. I add some shadows to her skin before adding a new multiply layer on top and using light purple color to add the main shadow. Where I want the shadow to look a bit softer, I blur it by using a smudge tool. As a final detail, I add a bunch of sparkles, and on that, Musa is done. What do you think? Would you pick the same option I did, or would you go with a different design? Please let me know in the comments. I love reading all your feedback. And we have only 2 fairies left from the main cast, so go to my channel and vote for which fairy we should do next, Aisha or Tekna. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!